Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. We believe we've got a great one in store today. And when you got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Fresno State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the tailback. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Daly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dumps it off in the flats.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down. That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run the option. Nice move there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Goes to the option. And the Black Knights get enough to move the chains.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone. Reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
And now on second down for this offense. On the option. He'll do it himself. Nifty little dance step. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Black Knights are on the move. The back goes in motion. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Back to throw, it's Daly. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks him the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn you off. Let's go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. Makes one man miss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Daly. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here comes the option. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
This quarterback makes very good decisions, not just when it comes to throwing the football, but in the option game as well. Knowing when to hand it off to the fullback, knowing when to pitch it, or when to keep it yourself. He showed you that there.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Scanning the field, it's Keene. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got him cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Fires to the big fella. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball still on the 34 after the incompletion. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresno State working from the red zone. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Coming after it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
Pulled down for the tackle.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll run the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Moss. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This time he's got his man.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Defenses throughout the league study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the Bulldogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, looking for a man on the left side. Second and 10 after the previous play. Back to throw, it's Keene. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, you got to...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Oh, what a move! Flying down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here we go. To the air, it's Keene. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're bringing heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're going to throw it again. Finds his man. It's James. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's James. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Fresno State working from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 2nd and goal for this offense. Dropping back, it's Keene. Still looking on the move. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the... Touchdown, Fresno State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It's 3rd and inches. Who can impose his will? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time for the defense.
The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They want that clock to run.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the air, it's Keene getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it, and now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They keep attacking through the air. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to get to it. To the end zone and it's picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Fresno State 24-20.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Bounced right back to them.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Daly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. but they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.